afternoon sports slay with the queen, Micah K. Now remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. This is Basketball Wine Wednesdays. All my slayers and slayettes, make sure you got your wine glasses out. Make sure you have your wine out. Make sure you are tapped in. Get ready to sip, enjoy some sports talk with the queen, okay? Now let's get into it. This is going to be part one of the NBA free agency about the Detroit Pistons. I am going to do a draft pick analysis, okay? Part two will be about NBA free agency and the trades that the Pistons made, okay? Now, let's get into it. Troy Weaver, most of you should know this by now. Troy Weaver is the general manager of the Detroit Pistons, okay? Now, let me cite my sources because I really like this article, okay? Okay, I got it from the Detroit Free Press, okay, by Amari Sankofa, grading Detroit Pistons 2020 NBA Draft Haul. So I'm just going to do a couple quotes from that, and then I am going to give you my own analysis about the draft picks that the Pistons made, okay, with Troy Weaver. Let's get into it. Now, Troy Weaver said, I'm referring to my handy dandy notes, okay, let's go. Troy Weaver said they wanted to be aggressive and attack when it comes to the draft, give us a chance to continue to build on the foundation and improve the culture. Weaver believes Killian Hayes is a bigger version of Dragic, okay? He can score at all three levels, a lefty, crafty, all right? He'll help us right off the bat defensively for a young player. This is everything that Weaver said, okay? Okay, Weaver also said he has a defensive mindset. We definitely want to establish a defensive mindset right away, all right? Hayes can see the floor and spread the ball around. Now, okay, his dad is a former player. Hayes' dad is. He's extremely competitive, been a pro since he was 16 years old. Hayes was coached hard over in Europe. He's excited about the young man as a player and a person, okay? Also, Weaver said, basically, attack the draft and free agency. This is a restoring process, and we need to set the tone. Now, you got to do your job. I'm paraphrasing right here. And also, Weaver said, until we make the playoffs, he's basically saying he won't be relieved until then. So I really like what Weaver is saying, and I also like the action he is taking. Now let's get into the draft picks. Number one on the board was Killian Hayes. Once again, he was the number 7 pick for the Pistons. All right, now I also discussed Hayes on my draft special from a couple weeks ago, so make sure you tap into that to even see more information on Hayes. Let's get into his strengths. Okay, Hayes is a 6'5" guard. He is 18 years old. All right, Hayes 18 years old. Hayes is a lefty. Once again, good vision and passing skills. Okay, knows at times what's going to happen before it happens. Has the potential to be a good shooter, but definitely needs to improve his shooting. Okay, he's a good free throw shooter. Overall, has a good feel for the game. Now, the second pickup for the draft for the Pistons was Isaiah Stewart. He's a center, okay? He's 6'9" from Washington University. He was the number 16th overall pick in round 1. Now, in the article from the Detroit Free Press, it says he has some resemblance to another center who Weaver liked more than the rest of the field, and Steven Adams, when he chose Adams, okay, back when Weaver worked for OKC. Now, let's talk about it. Let's pause that for a minute, okay? Because I'm real big on the eye test, and I love giving out my analysis. I'm a big fan of Steven Adams. Why am I a big fan of Steven Adams? Because I love his size, I love his strength, I love his IQ on both ends, and I love his pick and roll and just setting screens. I love that about Adams. So if Stewart is anything like Adams, I feel like that is a perfect fit for the Pistons, okay? Now, let's get into Stewart's strengths, all right? Has good low post moves, all right? Nice feel and touch in the post. Knows how to position himself properly to get the ball at the right spot, okay, in the post. The energy and effort is there. Good offensive rebounder. Helps get those second chance points, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Shows glimpses of nice athleticism, plus runs the floor well. Has good potential as a jump shooter, okay? Set up good screens like Adams, like I said. Now, rooms for improvement, okay? Knocking down the open jump shot shot consistently. He needs to be a little bit more patient and in control. All right. Now let's get into the third pick that the Pistons chose. Okay, Sadiq B. Okay, he is a forward from Villanova. Okay, the number 19th overall pick in round 1, and he is 6'8". Now the Pistons had to part ways with Luke Kennard to acquire B. Now, one thing that stood out to me was his ability to defend the perimeter. This is why I have a star by his name. Okay, let's get into some juice. Okay, the reason why I have a star by his name, because he can defend the perimeter, and we know in the NBA it is a wing-driven league. You have to be able to defend the 2s and the 3s and the 1s. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he has goods. Now he also has good speed to keep up with different types of offensive players. Okay, good awareness. He's a hustler. Why does I say he's a hustler? Because he likes to play defense. So anytime you have a player that loves to play defense, what does that mean? He gonna give you the energy, he gonna give you the juice, and he is going to give you the effort that you need on the floor night in and night out. All right. Now another major factor that stood out to me would definitely have to be his 3-point shooting. He can knock down the 3 ball. So he has 2 major factors for going for him in his favor. He can knock down that open 3, and he can defend. All right. Now also the reason why I say this is major too, because we know in the NBA, if you are a huge NBA fan, you see at times that certain players are lackluster on the defensive side of the ball. Okay, they don't give the effort that you're looking for. But anytime you have a two-way player that can shoot and defend, okay, now you working with some real juice, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now also he has a good understanding for the game. He can move well without the ball. Nice handles. Okay. And the reason why I starred him as well, because he has the potential to be an excellent NBA player if he works hard enough. Okay. Now his room for improvement needs to learn how to create more space to score. Comparison with the NBA draft scouting video I watched, they said they chose Tobias Harris. All right. Now let's get into the last pick, Saben Lee. He is a point guard from Vanderbilt, 6'2". He was the number 38th overall pick in round 2. Okay. He has good quickness and athletic ability, good passing ability, can create his own shot, score and drive and attack to the rim well. Okay. And the thing that stood out to me was his quickness. Maybe I didn't really check for his first step, that quick first step, but the quickness was there. Okay. I love that about him. Okay, he can change his speed to throw defenders off. That is really significant. His IQ is there. He knows how to use his body, okay, at times to score, all right, to get the job done. Now, overall, let's talk about overall. I really like our draft picks. I will not be grading the draft picks this soon. I will be doing an assessment in a couple months. As you know, these are young players. They're just now getting into the league. It takes time. It takes patience. And we know if you follow sports in the NBA in particular, it definitely takes time to really, really see development. And it's going to even take time with Weaver, with everything he's trying to do to get the Pistons in the right direction. But I will be giving us assessment, like I said, in a few months, because we know the NBA is already coming back soon. Okay, I know y'all excited. Or all my slayers and slayettes that love the NBA, that love basketball, that's ready for it to be back already. Okay, now that is it for now. If you are new to my channel, remember to subscribe. Remember to hit that like button and that notification bell. But before I leave you guys, let's take a sip. Okay, salute to all my sports fans out there. Now I gotta show y'all my wine bottle because it's looking a little light. Of course, it's been the holidays. I know all y'all been sipping. Listen, you know, gotta have a little sip. Enjoy yourself, okay? Now, remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. I got so much more in store. And remember, I said part 2 is coming really, really soon, okay? Make sure you tap in with the queen. This is Afternoon Sports Slay. I'm out.